I met Maria when I was an undergrad at Florida State University School of Music. And I remember the first time I saw her, she came on stage. It was just like she burst onto the scene. And I looked at her and I'm like, who is that? She was absolutely gorgeous. She still is, and you can see, but she had the complete package. She was on stage you had these high heels. That back in the day you were wearing these
when I could
super high
walk
heels.
in high heels. That day has gone. But anyway, yes, I did wear high heels.
Yes, and I mean it made you super, super tall. And then she already has this model effect. She's very tall and slim and graceful. And there have been some pianists. I don't know all of the names of the pianists who I'm thinking of, but current pianists who they've kind of changed their style a bit and they've begun to dress a little more contemporary, so to speak, or even sexy. Mm-hmm. But and everybody's talking about this like it's something new, but Maria had that on lockdown back years ago. I mean, I think you started it. But, and then, so she had this presence on stage. And then when she would sit down at the piano and those fingers and that beautiful virtuosic playing, it was just, wonderful, fantastic. And I really admired her just from day one. And I was like, because we didn't really also have a lot of African American faculty members back then, or students back then. It was just maybe a few of us, right? So, number one, it was wonderful to see that you were on faculty, and then I was just in love with her from the moment I saw her on stage anyway. And then we got involved with, you began to do a lot of African American programs, concert programs.
I was doing more things like that, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're getting more into it now, and it's become a really in thing to do now, but you were producing those concerts back then.
Well, that's partially because I was actually on faculty at Florida A&M. It's just that my ex was getting a PhD at FSU, and that's why I was so involved with singers at FSU. That's how I got there. So yeah, and so at Florida A&M, Mary Roberts was the person who was on faculty there, piano faculty, and she introduced me to a number of pieces. Because when I was at Juilliard, there was no interest in, I knew the spirituals, but the solo music for piano was not something I was aware of, right. So it wasn't part of, so once I discovered it, that became part of my education.
Yeah.
How does it feel to have her talk about you like that?
Well, she did it once before, so I'm not as the first time I was like, oh my God, what? But since she did it once before, I'm not so flabbergasted as I was the first time she did it, so.